I'm Tim, and welcome to the first Rage review. Today we'll be reviewing a new pistol I've just purchased from evac.com. Displayed in front of you is a WE Full Metal 1911 KB Custom Airsoft Gas Blowback with rail frame and threaded barrel. I got it from evac for $98. It's a great gun. Like I said, it's full metal. Everything's metal. One thing I would recommend, get extra clips, because the clips don't hold much ammo, and you definitely need some more ammo, because you don't want to run out on the battlefield without ammunition. So besides the spare magazines, this is, like I said, a gas gun. So I recommend propane over green gas. So here's a tank of propane, Coleman propane. I recommend that. You can get a lot cheaper than green gas. Green gas is about $15 per canister. This you can get for about $3.19. The thing about getting a propane over green gas is you have to buy an adapter. It's an adapter here. You just screw this onto your standard propane tank, and this here, give me a second, fits into the bottom of your magazine like this, and this is where you load your magazine, like that. The thing about propane is you also have to have this silicone oil. It's like a lubricant. You need to put it in every few times you load your magazine. I recommend 20-gram BBs. You don't want to have a 12-gram, they're cheesy, but you don't want to have a above 20-gram because it's not a high FPS or an AEG. So you want to have about a 20-gram. They're usually white BBs. Like I said, get a spare magazine. I got two. I'm still want to get another one. They're great magazines. You load the gas into the bottom like most. It holds about 15 to 20 BBs in each magazine. Also, I recommend getting a Speedloader. I'll show you Speedloader. If you haven't already had one, you need to get one of those. Here is a Speedloader. It has a locking trigger up here. You place your BBs in there, you dump them with your little bag of BBs, lock it, and press it, and BBs would come out. There's a little attachment here for different types of magazines. You would attach it like that, and you can load it in at angles. On the 1911, there's a safety here. So shooting requires a firm grip, so you must grip to shoot. When you are shooting your gun, you want to load in the magazine with the gas and the BBs. Generally, you want to load your BBs first and add the gas, but you want to give the magazine a chance to warm up to room temperature before shooting. You can get more shots out of your magazine if the gas is warmed up a little bit to room temperature. So once you've loaded in your magazine, like this, except it'd be full of gas and ammo, you'll cock it back, and it generally would slide forward, and then you'd squeeze and shoot. And you can see the little sights there. It's a great gun. One thing I recommend, when you're out of ammo, it locks back. The slide locks back like this. There's a slide release here, but I wouldn't use the slide release if I were you, or if you do, don't just like let it go and let the slide jam back into its position, because that can be really bad for it. I'm sure you've probably heard, if you've looked at other gas videos, if you press that too much, it'll cause even steel models to crack, or the metal models to crack, especially plastic ones. So I've tried pulling back and releasing. That's what they recommend you do, but it doesn't seem to work that way. So what I do is I use the mag release, but I hold it back so it doesn't slide forward, and then I carefully slide it back into position. There's also a safety right here. It locks up into the slide, holding in its position, and you can easily flip it up and down to disengage and re-engage the safety. Here you can see the grip. It has a nice little diamond grip. It's really nice. Just give you a view of all the different angles of the gun. It has a tactical rail here. You can mount flashlights, whatever you want. And then here it has a threaded barrel. Threaded barrel means you can basically attach things, like especially mock silencers. I know a lot of people like mock silencers. So yeah, this is a great pistol. It shoots about 300 to 330 FPS. So it stays within the indoor regulations for airsofting, at least at my local arena. I actually got this gun as a replacement for the Cybergun M1911 Thompson. I saw a lot of great reviews about it, and like, wow, that looks like a great gun, the Cybergun Thompson. I get it, and it doesn't work. I charge the magazine for 4 hours, make sure it does not overcharge or it gets enough of a charge. I load the magazine with high-quality 0.20 gram BBs, and I make sure that everything's in working order and there's no jams or anything, but it doesn't shoot. I tried shooting all the times, like many times, different ways. It seemed to be a problem with the high cap magazine. It wouldn't feed into the gun. It sometimes would shoot if I held it upside down and I twisted the mag while shooting, but that's not fun. You don't want to go out shooting your gun upside down. Plus the battery ran down real fast, which I know the first time you charge a battery, it runs down really fast. But, so anyways, I returned that, I got my full money back, and that money we put into getting this. Now, I thought that it might be a disadvantage getting a pistol, but other than the low amount of ammo you can put in these, it's a great gun. In fact, I would probably prefer this over an AEG, at least one that might not work, because gas guns are high quality unless you put in a couple hundreds and hundreds of dollars into gas AEGs, and not gas AEGs, just AEGs, electric airsoft guns, and replacement parts and repairs. This is gonna it's not gonna like your no charge time. You don't even have to have all the charging time. Just a great gun. After I finish here, you'll see a video of me shooting this gun. Now keep in mind the gun is shot on my own property. So remember, the things you need to properly maintain and use this pistol is, 1, you need to buy the gun. You need to have at least 1 magazine, obviously. I'd recommend getting 2 or 3 or more. The more the better, because there's no chance that you're going to make it through a whole entire battle with 1 clip, unless you're, like, insane. Okay, next, you're going to want propane or green gas. Propane's a lot cheaper, but there is the investment of getting the propane adapter, which goes for about $30 at some places. You can find them online for about $14.95, like on Shorties. I got mine from a local paintball airsoft supplier. You can find them on eBike, that's where I got the pistol. And you can find them at pretty much anywhere that sells specialty airsoft supplies. So yeah, they range from about $14 to $30. You also need a Speedloader. You need a Speedloader for basically any type of gun. You need BBs. I recommend 0.20 gram. I have 0.25 gram, but that's a little bit too heavy for a pistol. I'd recommend above 0.20 gram for just AEGs. So anyways, I think you'll really enjoy this gun. Take a look at the shooting video following this. I think this would be a great gun for any collector or professional airsofter or skirmisher. It's just a great all-around gun. And I don't see this could be breaking on me anytime soon. One last thing, I have heard about WE gas guns, well at least WE guns in general. If you get them through eBike, I have heard, this is like an airsoft friend rumor, that eBike repairs WE products for free. Do not quote me on that. It's just something I've heard. But you can get replacement parts. One thing you're going to have to replace in gas guns occasionally are the O-rings, which are basically little rubber rings that keep the gas from leaking. And you can wear out your O-rings really fast if you don't take care of your gun. Taking care of your gun, like if you overcharge or leave too much gas in the magazine. What I mean by overcharge is if you hold the propane eject gas for more than 6 seconds, that can be potentially hazardous to your gun. Over 15 seconds will probably blow out your O-rings right there. Other things, like, basically, if you leave gas in the chamber for an extended period of time, a large amount, that might slowly cause the O-rings to be too tight and eventually loosen up from being so tight and causing gas to leak. But when you store your gun, it's not good to store it with no gas in the magazine, because you want to keep your O-rings a little bit tight. So I'd recommend shooting out about a full clip, you know, and if you think there's a little bit of gas left, don't use the gas release valve here, which if you press it, the gas will shoot out. Don't do that. That's really bad for your O-rings, because that's a sudden burst of gas and it really damages them. But leave however much gas, as long as you didn't like just load it and just decided not to shoot it. You might want to shoot out a few. But so that finishes up my review. Let's move on to the shooting.